Hi, my name is Nicky Marshall. I'm 43 and I'm a pastor. I grew up in Barbados. I had a pretty uneventful childhood. Did a lot of surfing. I grew up by the beach, so I spent most of my free time at the beach surfing and hanging out with my friends. I noticed my symptoms since I was a child. I had always had very intense anxiety, um, but I just thought that was normal. I just thought that's how everyone was. Um, so, and then I went into my first depression in my late teens, but I didn't know that's what it was. I had no name for it. I didn't go to see anyone, and so I just kind of went through it, worked through it. Came out of it in my early 20s, and I just thought, okay, well, that was just whatever. I don't know. I didn't really think of giving it a name or finding out more. I just thought everyone went through that. And so, yeah, I've noticed my symptoms my whole life. I would just get into a cycle of worry and fear that would just escalate to panic so I remember just a lot of that and social anxiety, not wanting to go to parties, not wanting to go where there were a lot of people because it was just too much anxiety for me. Calling my parents to be picked up from parties because I was just too nervous around a group of people. I went through, in my sort of mid to late teens, I started to go through a time of really intense anxiety, which the pattern I've seen over the years, that was the first time it happened, is if I'm going through a time of intense anxiety for a long time, that will eventually sort of just fall into depression. And then once I'm there, then it's not so much the anxiety, it's more just not being too sad to really do everyday life well. And yeah, I would go to school, but it really affected that would have been like my fifth form year and my first year of sixth form. And so I did really badly. I didn't do 2 years of sixth form, I only did 1 year because I failed so badly. So it just affected my schoolwork a lot, but I was still trying to go through everyday life. I was always an average student. I was one of those students that every teacher puts could do better if you tried harder kind of thing. So, but I always just kind of did enough to get in the sort of B+ range so that everyone was happy. But and then in sixth form, I used to sleep through classes and just, I just didn't apply myself because of how I was feeling. So, my parents' response, they were obviously concerned. My dad tried to get me to see, I went to, I think, a psychologist once, but I didn't really want to go back, and so, they were concerned, but I don't think they really knew what to do. Hi, my name is Nicky Marshall, and it's time we face depression.